everyone, this is John for PokerVIP.com, and for all you YouTubers, PokerVIPers and PokerTubers watching, this video is in my sort of top secret series. I made a thread on the VIP forum, which you can find in the promotion subforum, which I'll link below, because so many people ask me, where do I play, where are the best games at, what are the kind of secret sites where, we can make some real money. I've done a couple, such as Sky, Unibet, and Tiger Gaming, and this one's for Winamax. Winamax is a French site, which was a massive secret a couple of years ago, and it was actually all just in French back then. So now you can look at the screen, you can see it actually says Cash Games Tournaments. Before this was whatever the French words were for it. So it was harder to navigate back then, but just full of fish. It's a little bit more well known now, but still, maybe 8 or 9 out of 10 people might never have heard of it. It's the largest French site. It even beats stars.fr for traffic. They put a ton of money into marketing it. It's a massive company. They're going out of their way to sponsor lots of players, get the word about, and really start building traffic. Now, a lot of people choose these major sites, like I've said in previous videos, because the software's smooth and fast and easy. Well, so is this. They're not joking anymore with the hours and the time they're putting into the software. They're trying to make everything perfect. So back in the day, maybe auto top up was something, sites dismissed, or tiling tables. Well, those days are kind of gone now, and they want people to play and play long hours, because that's how they make money. They generate rake. One thing we'll say, if you do sign up to Winamax through us, you'll get a big bag full of merchandise, and some cool deposit bonuses. So check out the link below as well for that. On the Winamax screen, you can see straight away they run everything that all sites do. Cash games, tournaments, sit and goes, no limit hold'em, limit hold'em, pot limit Omaha, plenty of stakes, plenty of formats, speeds, types of tables. They even run anti-tables. Tournaments, definitely recommend these. A lot of them are deep stacked, a lot of them are 6 max, and you can see the highest buy-in is €750, which is actually their World Series of Poker. Satellites, they've then got plenty of €100, €50, and so on. And then straight down at the bottom, a whole load of free rolls and tickets, and then the micros, 25-cent and 50-cent tournaments. Sit and go, same thing, cover all varieties. You can get tickets for these, buying for real money. And in cash games, the highest stakes they run, I believe, is 25.50. For some reason that's not showing up here, but there were. Maybe the tables are just closed. But there's 10.20 running, all the way down to 1 cent, 2 cent euros. So if you're a beginner or a pro, it's definitely a site for you to check out. So what we want to do from here is we'll load up a couple of tables, just so you can see what the software is like and how the games play. So when you load up a table, you get it like this. You hit sit in. They've got auto rebuy. You can buy for anything you want. I'll buy them for the maximum. And here you can see down the left hand side, you've got your chat box, your smileys box. You can even put cards in, and also the summary of all the hands. If you want to get rid of the summary, just click this button and it's gone. And then when you're on the table as well, you can report things. You can go back to the home. You can show your stats. You can look at hand history, reload and deposit, table preferences, choose your seat, and also open a similar table, which we'll do. We'll hit that and see what happens. So yep, straight away, sat down, 2 seats. And we'll tile the tables. Straight away you can see how nice this site is. First of all, I'll sit in the same, sit on both. Software's great, really smooth, really fast. Cards are easy to read, tables are nice, layouts are cool. You can even see that this guy is playing on his iPhone. So if you do have a tablet or an iPhone, you can actually play Winamax on there, which is a cool perk. And you can see the cards, everything's nice, everything's smooth. And I know I keep saying this smooth, easy. You get a lot of these sites which are unheard of, and they'll be really hard to play sites, where the buttons might be really small and fiddly, or you don't know how to buy chips, or your cards just look a little bit weird. There'll be like really high graphic content or something where it's these weird shaped cards. This is just straightforward, quick, easy to play poker. For example, we can just raise here, straight away, straight in the pot, onto the next player. See the action here as well. It's really fast. There's no these like slow roll animations. You're not waiting 5 seconds for the river to hit. It's just pretty simple. As soon as you act, the hand's done, or the next card comes out. I just keep folding here. For some reason I've posted under the gun here. I'm not too sure why. Maybe it's my first hand and I didn't have the settings on. But anyway, we're in. So basically, if you're new to the game, you can play in these lower stakes, the micro stakes games, and just start building your bankroll or having fun, or losing tiny amounts whilst gaining some knowledge. If you're a pro or someone who takes the game seriously and makes money from it, get on this site, because like I say, they've got these higher stakes games running and they're full of fish. These are absolutely incredible games. Sign up in the link below, go onto the forum thread, go onto our sites, hit live support, or if you want to add me directly on Skype, it's John_PokerVIP. That is JON_POKERVIP, and I'll help you get set up. I'll also take your name, address, and size and get these t-shirts sent out for you as well. I think we got them from smalls to triple XLs, so we should have everyone covered. Plenty of action here. I'm going to go ahead and fold my top pair. I'm not too sure if that's a good or a bad fold because there's a lot of draws out, but I'm fine with it. We'll load up a higher stakes game as well, just so you can see what they're like. Yeah, if you are someone who's watching, load up a 3-6 table, which is pretty, pretty high, mid to high right now. You can see as well, all the tables are either 3-handed or 5-handed, or obviously you can play heads up as well on a separate thing. These create more action. A 3-handed table is obviously super action, lots of hands, and the 5-handed just keeps, the game's running a bit more, people play more tables, condenses the traffic into, a little bit more action, which is obviously great for the game. And you can see everyone's sat with full stacks, and that's another thing you'll find. On these unknown sites, people might be sat with, $50 or, €100, and it just gets a little bit annoying because everyone's sat so short stacked. Here, the money is endless. I grind here a lot. And the money never stops coming in. Also, what's really cool is they have these espresso tournaments, which we've got videos on, so make sure you check them out. Basically, I'll register for one now. I just want one, and I'll show you what happens. Prepare for the music if it's turned on. Thank God it's not. It basically is like a jackpot sit and go. Bad example here. We've got the minimum, but you can win up to 1,000 times your buy-in. So if you buy in for a euro, you can be playing for 1,000 euros. And they're just 3-handed super turbo sit and goes. I don't have time to play a full one, so I'll just go all in every hand, which might be good anyway in these formats. But it's a really cool way. If you've got like a small bankroll and you want to turn it into something massive, try these out. And like I said, I'll just keep going all in. So we've got 2 cash games running here of 2 NL. We're raiding this 600 NL cash game. Life is good. Great tournaments as well. I remember the first tournament I played on Winamax. I'd heard it was really soft. I'd signed up, which was a pain because obviously I couldn't tell what the hell I was doing because it was all in French back then. Luckily, it's all English, French, German. You choose whatever language you want. And I was like, okay, I need to get on this site. Everyone keeps telling me it's great. Everyone keeps telling me it's great. I get kings first hand. I think it's crazy. It was like a 20,000 starting stack, starting at 50, 100 blinds. I sit there, and he goes raise, re-raise, all in, and I'm in the big blind with kings. I almost wanted to fold, but I've heard all these great things, and also I've got pocket kings. Let's not mess about. So I call, and the guy's got queen 7, who calls it off, by the way. He was like the last guy to re-raise. He'd got like 1,000 in the pot. He decides to call the other 19,000 off. Just unbelievable value, and it still happens now, believe it or not. So anyway, this is my top secret site, Winamax. Make sure you check it out. Make sure you sign up through our links because you'll get some extra perks. And if you need any help, just ask. Leave any comments below, and we'll be sure to help. This was John for PokerVIP.com. Goodbye.